The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Trader's Edge with Steve Rhodes. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. The Trader's Edge. Now, Steve Rhodes.
Good afternoon, folks. Welcome to the May 6th, day after Cinco de Mayo. Today's May 6th, a Trader's Edge edition. And boy, I kind of screwed that up there, didn't I? Look, I want you to know I'm absolutely grateful for your presence here. But more important than that, what I do want you to know is that during this next 60 minutes, I'm here to serve you. So the ways to do that, you can give me a call at 877-927-6648. If you can't call them, we've got you covered there too. But you got to send in your email early. Just simply with internet service providers, by the time they get to me, many emails come in late during that last segment when I only have about 2 minutes or so. So send it to Steve at TFNN.com inside the subject heading. If you'd be kind enough to put radio show question, and of course in our Tigers Den, well, any ping will do there. So let's go ahead and get this show started on terrific Thirsty Thursday as well. Well, not thirsty anymore, not after last night. But it is terrific Thursday. And, of course, this is Tiger Financial News Network. I'm Steve Rhodes. Welcome to Lush Show. Right now we've got a mixed bag out here. You've got the Dow up 165 points, 0.5%. The S&P up 0.3%. The Nasdaq's up 0.4%, or 60 points. Russell is struggling today, off 0.8%, down 18 points. Semis are up 13. Trannies are off 46. New York Stock Exchange is up, but not with any kind of market breath out there. Gold's up $32. Silver up $1. Light sweet crude back 66 pennies. Leading the charge dollar-wise, the upside today, you've got Amazon, $25. Regeneron Pharmaceuticals, 17. Grayscale, Ethereum, 17. Google, 15. BlackRock, 11. To the downside, Mercado Libre off nearly 5%, or $70. Booking Holdings, 42. 10X Genomics off 32, 70%. Shopify down 32. So some big movers to the downside. Let's start by taking a look at. Let's take a look at the equity future contracts out here. We're going to switch over to a different screen, so bear with me just for a moment. And we're going to take a look at the daily time frame for the ES, the NQ, the YM, and the Russell 2000. So we'll begin here. What do we see? Yeah, I'll just explode. I'll just expand each of these. Up here's the daily time frame chart for the ES Mini. So we have out here in the ES Mini, you've got a confirmed Rhodes Momentum Indicator top, happened about 4 or 5 days ago. But price right now just sort of consolidating. Hard for me to call it a total consolidation with regard. The bottom is established pretty well with regard to support, but not necessarily the highs out here. So that's what the daily time frame chart shows us. Is there a change in trend in the ES Mini? The answer to that question is no. Why would I say no? Well, I'm going to say no for the following reasons. First, we're going to come back now and change screens. So we'll come back to my other screen where we can take a look at our 4-panel TAS market profile charts. Again, I'm just going to expand out the ES Mini. And on the ES Mini, what you can see here, and this is really critical to understand, support. Support is at 41.52. And 41.52 is the bottom of a bullish structured daily profile. In order to get a change in trend, so let me just show you what a change in trend signal would look like. And the reason why these profiles are so important. Oh, where did I put that? Okay, I think it might be back here. So my apology, just bear with me. I thought I had this thing set up. Here we go. Change in trend. Now this is going to be the daily NQ out here, and we were talking about the ES Mini, but I was referring to a change in trend. So it's just the NQ chart that I've got up here. If you take a look at the bottom of these profiles, you'll take a look at how many times price comes down to the bottom and holds. Okay, so we're over on the left-hand side. You get a change in trend when price is able to close below the bottom of the profile. Now, you need to have, these are the daily profiles. You want to have weekly profiles and things of that sort. But here is a change in trend inside the NQ. We do not have changes in trend inside any of the other 4 equity future contracts. So we're going to get back to those. Give me a moment here, folks, to get back there. I've got a lot of files that are open. And here we are going to see, well, I know what we've got to do. We got to contract. So here you can see that the ES Mini held support. Go to chart number 3. Well, forget about support. Price is well above resistance. That is inside the Dow equity future contract out here. What the Russell 2000 has done today was a move to the downside. It was a test of the bottom of its profile as well. So the key level here to watch at the end of today's session is going to be 2212. If the Russell 2000 closes below that, then we'll have 2 of the 4 equity future contracts that are signaling some type of a top. Now let's go back to my other white background charts. We're going to change screens here, and we're going to go take a look at the other. So the NQ is what we were talking about most recently. Here you'll see this also has a Rhodes momentum indicator top, this little bearish engulfing candle out here. Prices move lower. No bottoming signal or anything along those lines out here. And below the profile, the only bottoming signal, and you may have caught it on the other chart, was so-called bottoming signal was prices made or approximately made that measured move to the downside. But otherwise, in just reading the NQ's chart right now, the suggestion is that price wants to get to the 12,776.50 level. That is the breakout area. That is on the NQ. In order for that to happen, not necessarily, but most likely, the Dow is going to have to participate. And if we take a look at the Dow, there is no bottoming pattern inside the Dow equity future contract. There's no topping pattern inside of the Dow cash index out here. What we can see is that price has triggered a Rhodes momentum indicator signal. Those are the black diagonal lines on my screen out here. And if we were to see a bearish reversal candle combined with a close below the oscillator unchanged line, and price is really sitting at that right now, that would then get a sell signal inside of the Dow. Now, is the Dow getting tired? Is it up at, as I just mentioned here, when we're looking at the Dow equity future contract, there's no resistance. Now, let me change back and just kind of flipping back and forth between screens. So there is some resistance. I'm going to show you where that is. But price right now is taking that out. And that, what I'm speaking about, is going to be the top of the weekly profile. And that's in your very right-hand panel right here. So the only resistance left from a profile perspective, candle perspective, there's none. From a profile perspective, is going to be the price point of 34,144. If price closes above 34,144 tomorrow, what the Dow is signaling to now, the Dow equity future contract, what it's signaling to us is it wants to go make that A to B equals CD pattern in a 36,980 level. So you're going to want to watch 36,144. I'll switch over to the Dow cash index because there is one other potential level of resistance on it. This, too, is a weekly time frame. These horizontal lines that go across my screen, these are really courtesy of the work of Bud Rolfs. For those of you that don't know Bud, he was a longtime contributor here at TFNN, and he developed a set of tools called primary trading ranges. Now, all of his work was done by hand. I didn't have the time to do it by hand, so I went ahead and automated it, and it follows a different set of patterns than what Bud does. So I'm just referring to these as horizontal trading range boundary lines. What my system does here is it goes out for whatever time frame and identifies the largest number of co-located opens or closes. For example, 10,515.40. There has been 177 closes on a weekly basis in that area. You can see back here in October of 2011, price hit that level, found support. So these horizontal trading range can act as support and resistance. And with regard to resistance, the Dow is approaching its next weekly horizontal trading range boundary line. And that is at 34,520. So yeah, it's a possibility. Price is up near resistance. Maybe we see a bearish reversal candle on the Dow cash indice, the Dow equity future contract, to signal a top. But price can also blow through this level here. And that's why you want to wait for a confirmation. Steve Rhodes with TFNN. We'll be back in just a few.
Steve Rhodes started his trading career as a student almost 20 years ago, and the student has now become the master. Steve won the prestigious Timer of the Year award in 2018 and barely missed that mark again in 2019, finishing at number 2 for the year. An amazing accomplishment. Steve Rhodes is committed to sharing his techniques and knowledge with anyone who wants to learn. And he shares his vast amount of trading knowledge every day in his Mastering Probability newsletter. Steve's award-winning newsletter, Mastering Probability, is delivered every trading day with updates throughout the afternoon. Sign up for Steve's market newsletter, Mastering Probability, and you'll receive access to 7 of Steve's educational webinars absolutely free. At TFNN, all our newsletters come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have absolutely nothing to worry about. Visit TFNN.com and try Mastering Probability 30 days risk-free today. TFNN, educating investors.
If you're not currently using the TAS Profile Scanner when looking at setting up your trading opportunities, then your arsenal is short a mighty weapon. The TAS Profile Scanner is a standalone piece of software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Headed by Steve Dahl, TAS understands that in today's technological world, the use of top-flight software applications and technical analysis expertise is essential to successful trading in today's market. You also gain access to the webinar that Steve Dahl and Tom O'Brien just hosted, The Best Way to Use the TAS Profile Scanner to Profit. This webinar archive is available for all subscribers immediately upon signing up. All new subscriptions also come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Start your subscription by visiting the front page of TFNN.com today, and you'll find the TAS Profile Scanner under the Services tab. Sign up today.
Hey there, I'm Andy Arbertine with Tiger Precious Metals and Stones. Whether you're looking to buy and sell precious metals or trying to find the perfect diamond ring, I'm here to help. I have over 15 years of experience with diamonds and precious metals. You can call me directly at 727-329-8245, and I will personally answer any questions you have and help you find exactly what you're looking for. I will be your personal concierge in the metal and stone business. Give me a call today, 727-329-8245.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. We've got a number of questions that have come in, so we're going to get to those. First, congrats to Gary in New Buffalo, Michigan out here. He's been a big holder of New Skin, out with earnings after the bell last night, and big move today, up above all your resistance levels. Gary, you'd love to see this continue to close about $56. You're at $57.20 come the end of the week. The first question that comes in is FCX, Freeport-McMoRan. This is from Aaron. And Aaron wants to take a look at this. He's interested on the daily, weekly, and monthly. You own it in your IRA. You're looking for a spot to take some profit. Okay, so let's actually type in the correct ticker symbol, FCX. And let's go see if we can identify some resistance levels here. Now, you're looking to sell Freeport-McMoRan. We're going to give you a price target. On the weekly time frame, first, on the daily, weekly, and monthly prices above the resistance levels. What we can see here is that on a weekly basis, we can see that on a daily basis too. I'm just going to focus on the weekly time frame chart. It too was in a consolidation, and this week it appears to be breaking that consolidation. So the very first thing out here, Aaron, is this is providing you and I with a measured move. That measured move out here, price projection, is somewhere in about the $47 area, give or take, 50 cents, let's just say. And when you break a consolidation, the price projection is equal to or greater than the consolidation. So it can go beyond that. But right now, things look rosy out here, at least on these charts that we're looking at. Let's pull over my white. And so there's nothing else really for us to look at on the monthly or daily to provide to you. Let's just pull up my other white background charts. As we take a look at them, I can see this is missing some data from yesterday. So that's not good. Let me just do this. I'm going to start this on my other screen, folks, just in case something were to get corrupted. It's happened before. So let me just start that over here. And while we're taking a look at FCX, let me just add this additional information. So is there anything getting in the way of FCX moving higher? Here's what I would suggest that you do, Aaron. This chart on the top is the Australian dollar. The bottom is Freeport-McMoRan. As you take a look at these are typically directionally correlated. What I don't know, because I haven't studied this, is when you get divergences. For example, we have a divergence now. If we take a look at the Australian dollar, you can see that this is making lower highs and lower lows. And we have FCX making higher highs and higher lows. So just something I would suggest that you go back and take a look at this. It's again, because I haven't gone back to do all the research on this, but I would suggest that you do that. This is a daily time frame chart that we've got out there to make a determination as to whether or not that's an issue or not. And I don't know the answer, but of course I'm bringing it up because I think it is worthwhile for you to investigate. Now that is odd because my FCX chart here didn't pick up yesterday's data again, even though I went ahead and nonetheless, let me see where we're at. Do I see any kind of topping signal on the daily? I don't. On a weekly, I don't. I see price moving higher. In fact, on a weekly basis, yeah, prices this week is going to take out resistance levels, last week's high. Well, it may. If I look at the monthly time frame chart, what do we have? The monthly time frame chart for Freeport-McMoRan says, I want to continue to move higher. It's really confirming that measured move consolidation breakout. The reason I say that is there's a TD9 count pattern. That is in jeopardy of failing this week. Of course, we won't know until tomorrow. But if price closes above 39.10, you're at 41.61, that's going to negate that pattern. Price is also above its TD9 breakdown level of 39.30. So again, you close above those two elements out here. They are suggesting to you that Freeport-McMoRan wants to continue to move higher. So I hope that helps you out. Go take a look at that correlation between the Australian dollar and Freeport-McMoRan and make a determination as to whether or not you've got to be worried about that diverging pattern. Let's go ahead and close that page. Next question coming in from, there's a bunch of them. I believe this is from Peak G in the Tiger's Den. And Peak had a number of silver stocks. I'm just going to try to get back to find them. You had EKS, BGS, PAS. So let's just get a couple of them out here. And if there's more time left in the show, we'll certainly come back and finish them off. But at this stage here, I don't know which one is most important to you. But this stage here, let's go with PAAS, Pan American Silver. So big move today in silver, big move today in Pan American Silver. Price is up above its daily profile, trying to take out its weekly profile peak. So the level you're watching for there is going to be 34.60. If price can take that out, then the monthly chart is suggesting, hey, you know what? I'm in this consolidation pattern, and I should be able to go ahead and move higher. Now that is on PAAS. Let me fire this up on my other charts out here. Hopefully it picks up yesterday's data as well. It's going to take just a moment. What we're going to look for is to see if there's any kind of topping signal or pattern inside of Pan American Silver that we've got to be worried about. So here's what we know right now. This is the monthly time frame chart. I'm going to go back to the daily first. So on the daily time frame, as we repopulate this, I don't have any kind of topping signal. What this chart suggests to us, Peak, is price is going to go target 37.24. You're at 35.13. 37.24 is the TD9 breakdown level. You can see how well that has acted as resistance over the past several months out here. So a close above that, boy, that would be a bullish message. Weekly time frame chart here for Pan American Silver. Price above the top of the daily profile. Nothing to suggest that it's not going to continue to move higher. Monthly time frame. Nice Rhodes momentum indicator. Top price comes back down. Test the oscillator and change line. Actually closed below for 2 weeks, but 2 months, I should say. But now it's saying, hey, I'm ready to head to the upside out there. So Pan American Silver looks really good out here. You wanted one more, and that was, I tell you what, you wanted one more, but why don't we just go take a look at Silver, Peak? What do you think of that? Not much, probably, but we're going to go do it anyway. So let's go take a look at the silver contract, see what's going on here. And let's do that by taking a look at this 4-panel. This 4-panel silver contract gives us daily, weekly, monthly, and quarterly. So here's what we know. We know we got the A to B equals CD pattern on the daily time frame. So we've got that out there. The next price target for it would be 27.81. But when we take a look at these profiles, you're up above the quarterly, you're inside the weekly, and you're inside the monthly. The next level of support from a profile standpoint to the upside for silver, and you want to know this because of Pan American Silver, any of the silver, you know, silver is going to run into resistance. You want to know where that's at, and then you can go back and take a look at Pan American Silver and see what's going on there as price hits this level. What's this level already, Steve-O? Great question. 28.45. And about 28.45, that's coming from our monthly time frame. 30.24, that would be coming from the weekly time frame. So that takes a look at the silver market, and we'll try to come back to those other requests if we've got the time permitting. There was a request that came in yesterday. Well, we've got a minute here before we go to our next commercial break. I don't recall who sent it in. It's one of these that came in later, and that is not Bank of America, but Boeing. And so as we take a look at Boeing right now on a daily time frame, we don't see any kind of a bottom out here. Suggests that price will head lower. It's below its bullish structure daily profile that formed a couple of days ago. So Boeing on a daily time frame says lower price. Weekly time frame is suggesting lower price too. That next lower price inside of Boeing, anywhere between 201.43 and 218.43 out there. So that's what we see when we take a look at Boeing. Sorry that we weren't able to get to that yesterday, but hey, we got you covered today. There was also a request to take a look at Tilray. So as we take a look at Tilray on the daily, this came in yesterday as well, I believe. And we're looking at Tilray out here. Do we have any kind of bottom? Well, you do have wave number 7. That is letter T that is on my screen out here. Now, that can extend itself. That's the only thing I see right now on the daily time frame. We'll have to finish up Tilray when we get back from this break.
Hi folks, this is Tom O'Brien. The printing presses are working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The U.S. deficit has risen 200% in 1 year with no end in sight. The markets are looking for an additional stimulus bill to get us through this once-in-a-generation pandemic. There is no free lunch, folks. The more stimulus dollars put into the marketplace, the less your dollar is worth each and every day. This is the time to protect yourself with a portion of your portfolio in the metal market. The Gold Report comes out each Monday morning. I bisect and dissect the dollar, silver, gold, the XAU, and the HUI. The Gold Report is a long-term hedge against the dilution of your buying power. The U.S. has put more than $6 trillion into the marketplace in the last 6 months, with more expected in the next few months. The market did and does need the stimulus, but it will have long-term implications on our buying power. The Gold Report comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Go to TFNN.com and order the Gold Report now. Protect your buying power. Order the Gold Report now.
You could be making money off the stock market. And if you're already making money off the stock market, you could be making a lot more. Check out TFNN and Tiger TV and get expert investing advice to give you the power to control your financial future. Go to TFNN.com and find the newsletter for you. Whether you're into trading gold, metals, futures, currencies, or options, you'll get advice and analysis to help you seriously get ahead. TFNN also features trading services with a 30-day money-back guarantee for new subscribers, as well as TFNN's Tiger Den trading room, trading software, and educational webinars for all trading levels. And make sure you check out Tiger TV for free on TFNN.com or TFNN's YouTube channel for live financial content from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern on market days. Stop watching on the sidelines while other people get rich and become the investor you were born to be. TFNN, educating investors.
TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartleys, ABCs, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. So we take a look at Tilray. TLRY is the ticker symbol. Don't need to look at my white background charts. What we see here is that price is sitting on the bottom of its weekly profile. And that's at $14.26, and price is trading at $14.28. Come tomorrow, if price closes below $14.26, it signals to us to move back to the 1067 level. That would be the bottom of its monthly profile. Don't see anything else inside of the Tilray machine to generate any other signals for us. So I hope that that helps you out. That also came in yesterday. Let's get back to today's questions. Ruby wanted to take a look at the Russell 2000. Ruby, I believe, is long the Russell 2000. And Ruby, as long as price remains above 2212, I can see that. I get that. That's the bottom of that daily profile. Price were to close below that, being long is kind of suspect out here. Let's look at the daily, weekly, some intraday time frames out here. As we take a look at the daily time frame, you're in bar number 5 on a daily basis. We know that when a bottom forms here, it can be on bars 8, 9, or the bar following 9. So you've got a few days before that might come into play. The weekly time frame out here, is there going to be really any signal? No, nothing there much for us to take a look at. Let's look at a 30-minute time frame. So do we have any kind of a bottom signal to suggest, hey, you know what, being long would make a bunch of sense out here? I do have wave number 7 that came in right at the low. That's the 1130 bar. What you're really looking for here, Ruby, in order to stay long is a close above 22.22. Well, it's actually now got to be above today's high. There were 2 consecutive closes above the top of that profile, one at noon and one at 12:30, and then price gave it up. So even my 2 bar test sort of failed out here. And so right now the 30-minute chart is suggesting, hey, you can't bust them up. What is price going to try to do? Bust them down. Now, where's bust them down? 22.13 would be the likely bust them down level. That's the 30-minute time frame message. The 60-minute time frame message, well, this was in a consolidation. It didn't completely make that consolidation measured move because on the way down there, it generated a Rhodes momentum indicator bottom signal. That took place at noon here as well. Ruby, price really needs to get above 22.29 for this time frame in order to say, okay, I want to move higher. The 2-hour time frame chart for the Russell 2000, as we populate it, it's got a Rhodes momentum indicator signal, but no confirmed bottoming candle out here. So that's nothing bullish. Same thing, it's attempting to form a bottom. 2-hour, 4-hour, how about the 5-hour? The 5-hour came right back to support. It's breakout support. Okay, this is good. So now you've got this at your back, 2220.20. And that's a key level in order for you to be long that you want to see the Russell 2000 continue to close above. 5-hour time frame chart. This bar here will close in at 2 p.m. and the next one is going to close at the session close today. So that's what we see when we take a look at the Russell 2000. I hope that helps you out with regard to your trading, and best of luck to you. Next question. Let me go back to the emails that have come in. There's a couple here. One comes in from Eddie, and Eddie is asking about, can we take a look at Colin Kaepernick? No, I'm just kidding. That's not what he said. He wanted ticker symbol KRNT, and that's what came to mind when I said that. So now let me get to my 3-panel chart out here, KRNT. And Eddie's question, boy, there's a lot. Give me a second here to try to turn this sideways to read it. Here we go. So it seems to have support. Let me see what you're looking for. So this is a good, due to the current sell-off on good news. Let's just take a look at what this is doing for you. So Cornet Digital, this is the most important thing. Right now, prices pulled back to the bottom of its daily profile. So this is support. Support is $90.10. 90.10. Price is pulling back into a swing point from the trading session of March 25th. 223,000 shares traded. You're already at 152. So it seems like you're close to that volume. That low has not been tested. Likely that low will be tested, and that is at 88.36. Still, support, closing support, is going to be $90.10. The weekly profile just formed this week, and price is trading below the bottom of it, and that's 94.78. So the message here for Cornet Digital is that it wants to move to lower price. Let's go see if this made some kind of a top out here. Let's open up my white background charts. We happen to be sitting on the monthly time frame. The monthly time frame for this symbol shows a TD9 count top, which has taken price right back to support. Now, on a monthly time frame, the first level of support is 88.82. So that may be your line of demarcation. give or take a few pennies out here from a monthly standpoint. If price were to close below that level, that's a suggestion of a move back to the 76 area. Weekly time frame chart here, Eddie, as we populate it, what do we have? We've got Rhodes Momentum Indicator signals, price below that profile. The suggestion here is 79.76. That is its breakout area. On the daily time frame, we know that price is up against the bottom of a daily profile. If price breaks through this, the daily time frame's next support level is 86.71. And that way may very well be where it is headed. Today's going to be day number 7 of a TD9 count. That says a bottom could form in KRNT tomorrow, Monday, or Tuesday. So, Eddie, I hope that helps you out with regard to what I'm seeing. You can try to put that information together with what you wrote in here, and best of luck to you on that. The next question coming in from John in Annapolis, and John wants to take a look at EQZ. So let's throw EQZ up on the charts out here. EQZ. Come on, there we go. That can't be right. EQZ. EQX. EQX. Okay, that might make it a little bit easier out here. Oh, we've got a caller on the line. So we go to callers first, now we'll come back to Equinix Gold out here, which is having a nice day, by the way, and should be targeting $8.82. Let's go to John in New York. John, thanks for calling. Thanks for holding. How are you? Do we have John? John on the line? Hello, John. Earth, Steve to John. Earth to John. Well, I don't hear John, so I don't know if we're having a technical difficulty or not. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go let the production guys work that out, and we're going to come back here to EQX, and then we'll go to John if we can get him on the line. So we take a look at Equinix. Let me get that fired up on my white background charts as well. So nice move today. Like gold is having a nice move. Price is back inside its daily profile. Been consolidating in essence with inside its weekly profile. Well, we can see here the resistance level, John in Annapolis, is in the 878 to 882 area. Those are the top of the daily and weekly profiles out here. So that's going to be your resistance level. My apology that, oh, here we go. So you've got that as resistance. The daily chart says you also have resistance at 895. 895 is a TD9 breakdown level. Above that, it's $10. Equinix formed a TD9 count bottom yesterday. It was the bar following bar number 9. So 895, John, is the key level that you're looking at. The next question that you had, or the next ticker symbol, is going to be, and we'll get this on the white background charts out here, is going to be ticker symbol SKLZ. So let's go take a look at Skills Inc. And Skills Inc. right now has moved back to support this week. Support on the daily time frame is down at 1519. Support on the weekly time frame is down at 1445. So price is pulled back into a support area. I will get my other white background charts populated here as we go to a break. We'll come back and see if there's any kind of a bottoming signal on Skills Inc. Steve Rhodes with TFNN. We'll be right back.
Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today.
The technology around us is changing every day. With so much happening, it can seem impossible to keep up with all the information. David White's investment newsletter, The Technology Insider, is designed to give you all the information you need to understand the technology that shapes today's markets and tomorrow's future. David White has made his living staying on the cutting edge of technology. His weekly newsletter will give you specific recommendations for value tech stocks, as well as entry prices, target prices, and stops to set for each trade. Dave delivers his weekly newsletters every Friday with updates throughout the week. You can get the Technology Insider at TFNN.com for only $37.50. Sign up for David's newsletter, The Technology Insider, and get an inside look at everything the technology sector has to offer. Try it risk-free today with our 30-day money-back guarantee. TFNN, educating investors.
Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Directions Daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. We're taking a look at skills. SKLZ is a ticker symbol. So we can see that this most certainly broke out back here with wide volume, a wide-ranging bar, increasing volume back on April 21st. And prices pulled back to the bottom of its bear-structured daily profile. And as long as, so you're looking for an entry. So I'm going to share with you that there was a TD9 count bottom that formed back here on April 20th. And now you've got to pull back to support. And you can see that you've got support on the weekly basis, just slightly below where we're trading right now at 14.45. Your average true range is $1.91. So if you're looking to get into this trade, then now would be the time. Now would be the time. And you would go ahead and close this trade out if price closed below 14.45. If we look at some intraday time period charts, they're suggesting that this too is trying to form a bottom. Here's a 30-minute time frame chart. You can see a TD9 count there. Price needs to close above 16.45 to confirm that it's a bottom. 65-minute chart, a TD9 count. 130-minute time frame, no pattern out here, but you did get a hammer candle that formed during this last session out there. So, yeah, if you're looking to take this as a trade, then now is the time, and just use proper money management. All right, we've got John from New York back on the line. Let's go out to John. John, thanks for calling. Thanks for holding. How are you doing?
Okay, Steve.
Excellent.
My stock is Diana Shipping, DSX.
Perfect. And tell us what you're doing with DSX.
I'd like to buy it long term, short term.
Short term.
Yes.
So short term, if you're looking for something to up against your back, so to speak, it would be today. And what today, the reason I say that is prices pulled back to the bottom of its daily profile. And that's at 354. Today's low is 355. So if you're looking for a short-term trade, now we're going to go see if there's some kind of topping.
DSX, though, is it? Oh, yeah, okay. You just got
Diana Shipping. Diana Shipping, right? Yeah.
Yes.
DSX.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to go take a look at the short-term time frame charts just to confirm this. But right now, taking a look at the daily time frame chart, you have the daily profile formed above the prior profile. That's bullish. So what we're seeing is a retracement back to a level of support, the bottom of that daily profile. And that's why you said short-term. So this is saying, yeah, short-term. Now, you may have resistance at 379. Let me look at the other daily time frame chart out here. And on a daily basis, we can see no topping signal. I've got a Rhodes momentum. Well, I take that back. It's got wave number 7, but still prices pulled back to support. Now, here's the thing, John. If you were going to get into this trade and price were to close below the bottom of that daily profile, you'd want to exit because that would be signaling to you that price could pull back to $3.02 out there. Okay, so that's the first thing. Let's go look at the intraday time frame charts, 15-minute. I don't have a bottoming signal here. We'd like to see that in order to say, hey, this is pulled back to support, and you should consider taking a long trade. We don't have a bottoming signal on the 30-minute time frame. Oh, I take that back. You've got a TD9 count, and what I'm going to suggest that you hold off on this right now, because what's being tested is the low of that count, and that's at 355. If there were a close below that, this pattern gets negated and says, I moved a lower price. If price tests and rejects that level, well, then you've got another reason to consider taking that long trade. Now, what you'd want to do is you really want to see, and when price, if that were to occur, John, as price gets up to 374, that's where the counter trend rally could end from a short-term standpoint. 65-minute chart here for DSX. I don't have any kind of a bottoming signal. So it's really like you'd be relying on the 30-minute time frame chart. And we've just suggested right now just to stay patient. So again, just to summarize for you, you're up against the support level on the daily time frame. This 30-minute time frame chart says, okay, this may be a bottom too, but if price were to close below 355, it's saying that is not the case. Not only is that not the case, this would say that DSX could pull back to $3.02. Does that help?
Yes, thank you.
Perfect. Hey, thanks so much for waiting and staying with us while we got through those technical difficulties. That was John in New York. Let's go to our next question out here. The next question, I've got to surf through my requests inside the Tiger's Den. So give me a second to do that. Well, there's somebody looking at BGS in our YouTube channel. So BGS, let me get that fired up here. That is that a gold stock? BGS. Let's see what it is. No, this is B&G Foods. No, I think this maybe this is one that I can't remember. Who was looking at B&G Foods out there? I'm pretty sure. I think because we've got. Anyways, the question is just to look at it inside the Tiger's Den. So let me get that going on my other white background charts out here, because really just on the daily time frame, this thing went from back in January. Went from down in the $26 level, made it all the way up to $49, $48 out there, back just at the end of January, and it's pulled all the way back. So what is BGS doing right now? Well, look, there's a daily profile that is formed out here. Price is trying to take out that resistance level. No indication whether it will or won't. 29.73 is the number that you're looking at. If price can close above that, that would signal move to 31.22, the top of the weekly profile. Let's look at BGS. Come back here. Look at its daily time frame. See what we see. So this topped, how about that? When BGS topped and made that big, gigantic move to the upside, it was bar number 9. So no surprise to most of you out there. There was a TD9 count bottom. That took price right up to resistance, the top of that daily profile. Again, you see, these profiles are a competitive edge. Beautiful thing out here. So on this time frame, the price is pulled back and is tested, in essence, at TD9. Well, it's actually busted through it. So that says there may be more trouble on the daily basis. Let's look at the weekly chart here for BGS. Just a consolidation that we see. Formed a wave number 7 top out there, but just a consolidation. More likely you're looking at 28.37 possible, and below that 23.80 would be the number. Here we go. So now in a monthly time frame, we can see that BGS's oscillator and change line changed from red to green 2 months ago. What we know will take place, or should take place, is that line and price will catch up to each other. So if you're looking for a longer term trade, I don't know what the time frame was for BGS, then you want to wait to see that test, because a test and rejection on a monthly basis of that oscillator and change line would be a bullish signal out there. So at this stage, look, if price does close above the top of its daily profile, it could signal that it wants to move to, that 31.22 level out there. So I hope that helps you out. That helps you being inside our YouTube channel. That was EKS who was asking about that. Let me see. I know there's some other questions out here. I was trying to find them, and not so easy. Oh, John. There we go. John the Tiger's Den was asking me about gold. And what was that question? Do I see gold going to the $2,000 level? I believe that was the question out there. Thank you, John. I appreciate that. It's just my Tiger's Den area is relatively small, and as people are throwing stuff in there, it just, in any event, doesn't matter. Let's get to gold. Let's get to John's question. Try to answer it as best as we possibly can. In order to do that, what we're going to do is look at the larger picture for gold. What do you mean by that, Steve-O? So the larger picture for gold is going to be their daily, weekly, monthly, and quarterly time frames. So, John, here's what we know right now. First, there's a larger A to B equals CD than the one I've got drawn on this chart here on the daily time frame, or at least I would change mine. Whoops. I would change my A to B equals CD pattern now to look like this. Well, first let's look at these messages because we're about to go to a break. What we know is gold should target the 1880 area. That's the top of its consolidation area. And at 1881 is the top of its weekly profile. So I feel pretty comfortable with 1880, 81 as the price target. Steve Rhodes with TFNN. We'll be right back.
Sharpening your skills as an investor is like getting better at playing a musical instrument. You have to practice, sure, but you also need excellent instruction from experts. At TFNN, you'll get advice and guidance from the authority in technical market analysis. And it's not just dry, tedious text either. TFNN airs live financial content streamed live on TFNN.com and TFNN's YouTube channel with Tiger TV, live every market day from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern. For free. Each host is an experienced trader and gives their take on the market while taking calls and questions live from around the world. From the moment the market opens until the closing bell sounds, Tiger TV has 8 different shows with expert hosts to help you make the right moves with your money. Watch online at TFNN.com or on TFNN's YouTube channel and become the investor you were born to be. TFNN, educating investors.
Markets can rise and fall like the tides. Subscribe to Basil Chapman's newsletter, The Opening Call, and you too can ride the wave. Basil Chapman is an authority in technical analysis. His Chapman Wave trading system has been helping traders identify trends and capitalize on momentum in the markets since 1984. TFNN invites you to test Basil's proprietary Chapman Wave trading methodology with a monthly subscription to the Opening Call newsletter for only $149. Your subscription to the Opening Call comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee, as well as daily market updates on key indexes, stocks, and commodities. Ride the wave. Sign up for the Opening Call risk-free today.
Introducing Primal Edge.
Today, it's even more important to take a supplement that complements your health. Primal Edge is specifically formulated to boost your immune system and help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Our early ancestors found all their nutritional requirements in the wild environment. But today, our food sources don't contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients that we need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based, vitamins, minerals, fatty and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated humic and fulvic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They've been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, without them, life cannot exist.
That's right, Ellen. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge. Just $89 exclusively at TFNN.com.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. We're taking a look at the gold contract. The question is, will gold get back to the highs in 2020? August of 2020 in the 2000 plus area. So here's what we know. We know the following things. One, on a daily basis, gold broke through a consolidation that offers us a measured move up to the 1880-ish type area. We know on the weekly time frame, the top of it, and this is inside a bullish structured profile, price should target the top of that profile. That's 1881. Now, what gold did on a weekly time frame, and it has not done this very often, it generated a Gartley buy pattern. It did that right here with this hammer candle that formed back on the trading session of the week of March 29th. Now, the cool thing about a Gartley pattern is it has 5 different outcomes. Those first 4 are retracements, the 0.382, 0.618, 0.786, and then the 100% movable move. The cool thing about a Gartley pattern is there is a 5th outcome. That 5th outcome is that a new A to B equals CD pattern forms. In this case here, it could be an A to B equals CD to the upside. Now, that's weird. My system is not letting me. Let me try to screw the keyboard up. Let's try this here. Oh, my goodness. Are you kidding me? Well, I can't type that in, John. I don't know what the problem is. I was going to do that. Let's come back to this then. You got to always have a fallback plan. 1881 is the key resistance level. If price can get through that, then that offers the chance of price getting back to those highs. Now, the question is, what pattern is in play if price breaks through those highs? And here on this quarterly basis, it's very clear to me, now should be very clear to you, a very large consolidation pattern. And if price can take out the highs we're looking at a couple thousand, we're looking at a move towards the 3,000 level. Yeah. So that's what we're looking at here. We take a look at Goldilocks. Folks, if you are starting your day off, or I mean, if you're not starting your day off, but if your day is ending, so to speak, thanks so much for joining us. Otherwise, stay tuned for 2 more wonderful hours here at TFNN. David White is up next. After that, we've got Tom O'Brien to take us on home. I'll be back with you on Fantastic Friday. Have a thirsty and terrific Thursday.